Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to which is hopefully will be an evening of clairvoyance. And as soon as Richard gets some names up on the screen, I'll say good evening to everybody. What'd you say, Richard? Sorry. Right. Okay. Hi, Danny. Good evening. You need some upliftment. So do I. Tier 4 today. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Di. Hi, Di. That's the wrong thing to say. Hi, Tina. Welcome to you. And welcome to everyone. Good evening, Cheryl. Is that Cheryl? Yeah, good evening. Welcome. Hi, Christine. No, hi, Christine. Hi, Alison. Says hi, Christine. Hi, Hayley. Hope everyone's doing well. And for those in the London, hi, Gina. In the London and the, hi, Pamela. I'm just going to shut up about London for a minute, shall I? Just crack on with this. Hi, Alison. Oh, blimey, she's talking to other people on there. Okay, right. Okay, the majority of... Hi, Peb. Is that Peb? Oh, hi, Chloe. Chloe Lloyd. Hi, Chloe Lloyd. Hi, Emma. What was that bottle of Prosecco she's got in her hand there? God, look at that. Okay. And a very good evening to everybody before we start. And for those of you, hi, Rebecca, or Becca, Bex, those in the London and South East area, we've not had good news today, have we? So officially, Christmas is done for. We're finished. So that's your lot. Hi, Tina. Portsmouth Tier 4 from tonight. I know. I do know what it means. Hi, Stacy. Hang on a minute. Wait. Hi, Mel. Hi, Tracy. I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to couple more. Hi, Cameron. Hi, Cameron. Cameron. Hi, Gina. Share link. No, that's that. Any message before I start, Richard? Hi, Emma. Yeah, it's basically total lockdown, really. Hi, hi, Tracy. Right, okay, everybody, pay attention because we're about to start, hopefully. Couple of things I would ask everybody. It's like, because hopefully we get I will get the communicators and they can connect in. But with the information that I'm going to be getting, it has to all fit the information, okay, to you as for your loved ones, because they will make the effort to come forward. And it's always nice because sometimes afterwards you do get someone coming up to you and going, oh, I think that might have been for me, that message. But as soon as that link sort of pulled back, there's another one in place and that's gone. Okay, so pay attention, everybody, and we'll see where we're going. Okay, is that all right to start now, Richard? Keep your energy up. Keep your energy up. And I'm in a very bad, hi, Mary, I'm in a very, very bad mood tonight because with Tier 4 lockdown, that's my golf's cancelled, not good. Chelsea's lost the last two matches, not happy. Right. So you should be in for a good evening, everybody. Now, right, who have I got? I've got two different communicators, but I've got a funny feeling they might connect with the same person. As this, it's gone. Right, as this gentleman connects in, I'm not sure where I want in the family, but I do feel like I've got even an emphysema. Oh, Charlie, I do feel I've got an emphysema or some sort of, could even be a lung cancer, COPD condition with a gentleman, okay? And as he connects in, I don't know if I want a link with a Frank, but it might be Fred, Frank or Fred, I need to connect in with. And it's definitely this chest problem he's got had. Nice enough man. I don't know what she means we should. A nice enough fella. So Frank, it's definitely Frank. Right, does anyone there connect with a Frank that's passed? I do feel like I want on dad's side of the family, so it's probably a father figure I want. I don't mind granddad, but he's definitely a father figure, and he's not a very loud fella. He's quite easygoing, very polite, as though he sort of wanted to sort of shuffle in quite nicely. Fred, Wendy, listen up. Not sure. That's interesting. Right. I don't think it's your Fred, Wendy, but listen up, Grandad. Right, Natalie. Ooh, right. Okay, Natalie. I need grandfather, right? But was he like a father figure? I don't know if he's father figure to you, Natalie. And I've got to get this chest condition out the way because it has to be. I feel fluid on my lungs. It could even be lung cancer, COPD, emphysema, and he's not a pushy man. He sort of keeps himself to himself, which is quite which is quite frustrating doing this as he connects in. So far, Natalie, I do feel like I'm with you, Natalie, but I've got Jonesy as well. That's a weird thing. But I don't know if Jonesy or Johnson or Jones is the same connection, or I want two different connections here. So what's the delay on this, Richard? Is it still how many seconds? Okay, right. So let me get Fred out. Fred, Frank. Let him get him out the way first, because I've got another gentleman trying to connect in, but I need to connect this fella. And with the Natalie, does it make sense as a grandfather, granddad, right? But is it on? Did you know this grandfather? Because I need someone who would have known him and got, because he's quite an amiable man and very nice, and he's not a pushy bloke. Oh, blimey. Mary, did one of them have the lung condition or the chest problems? And Natalie's still listening up because I'm not quite sure which one of you two I want. Okay, because, oh, hello. Oh, is there also, does a Peter connect with you as well, Mary? Or Peter? Because I've got this, no, not you, Natalie, not you. Go. I think it could be with you, Mary. Okay, right, with Frank, the father-in-law. Okay, mate. Right. I've got to get this chest condition out the way. But is there? I've got two names here, Mary. I don't know if there's a Peter that connects as well that I need to connect in. But I want Peter Past, Natalie. Peter Past. That sounds like a cartoon character. I need a Peter who's passed over. Because I've got two different men here, but I'm not sure if I want the same connection. So, Mary, with your father-in-law, Frank, it's definitely Frank. Right, Natalie, was that Peter who's passed, did you know? And also back to Mary, Frank, your father-in-law, I do, Peter on Earth. Right, no, I've got a Peter who's passed as well, but the Frank, I don't mind, be yours. And had heart Peter on Earth. Right, Mary, with the father-in-law, because I'm not sure if there's been two marriages with you or two husbands. And I want past as well. And is there a Michael that connects, or Michael that connects with you, Mary? And I want past on Michael, not Peter on the Earth. You're going to wait 20 seconds, and in the middle we got a word from our sponsor. Angie, friend, Peter Past. It does sound like a cartoon character, doesn't it, Peter Past? Okay. Angina. Right, that will give me the lung condition. Okay, right, I don't mind that. Mary, is there a Jonesy or a Jones or Johnson that connects with you as well? As obviously, it's a surname. I don't know if it's like friend Peter, but the Frank I need to connect with you as father-in-law. And I know that there was the husband that's passed. Does Michael connect as well? Because I don't know if it's Michael. Right, yeah, but I really don't know if I want to. I want to try and stick with Frank for the minute because I do have no women here tonight. That's my usual Saturday night in, isn't it? Right, okay. Shouldn't say that really, should I? Okay, I will. Thanks. Okay, right, Mary. I'm going to stick with Frank now. I know he was father-in-law to a husband, obviously father-in-law to a husband. He was your father-in-law, but I got Frank connecting. And with this Peter, I do feel that it's the same message. Two husbands passed, his father was Frank. Right, great. I don't mean great they passed, I mean good, it makes sense, I'm on the right track. But the Peter that passed that connects with you, because the weird thing was while I was doing this, slow down. The weird thing was while I was doing this link, if you like, was not if you like, as you like. What was Frank, I know, was like a family in-law member, but Peter wasn't. Okay, Mick is Frank's son. Brilliant. That makes sense. Okay, because I do have a Michael that's passed, but is your Mick passed, Mary? Mary, Mary. Da, da, da. I've got Richard singing in my ear roll now, and that's really off-putting. Sorry, mate. Yeah. Both passed. Okay, right. That makes sense to me because it's like three gentlemen have come forward for you, Mary. Looks like you're in for a busy Saturday night. Okay. Was Mick the drinker? Did he drink quite a bit? Because I've got a smell of alcohol with him. I'm not necessarily alcoholic, but I would have liked to drink. Okay. Peter's the one I want to come forward because I know he's like friend, but he's quite an amiable man. He's quite a nice fella. And he wants to sort of connect in. I know that it was the angina and heart problems with him, but in a weird way, the three of them want to send their love because, all right, loves, all right, mates, right, mates, just met you. Okay, right, brilliant. Okay, because Mary, because with, right, I got it. It is a terrible time of year, all right? Because of what's going on in the world, I don't necessarily mean Christmas is a terrible time of year, but it is for some people who you know, how can I put it, are on their own. Because I got them coming forward, giving you a bit of comfort. And even Mick wants it. I know he was husband that passed. Was he ex-husband? Because there's two with you. I like Peter. He's all right. Only larger. I don't know what that means. Lager. I don't mind lager. Well, alcohol is alcohol. That makes sense. I don't mean over the top, but around this sort of time of year, they would have sort of said, well, everyone celebrates it, but they would have celebrated it. But they, in a nice sort of way, it's to give us a bit of upliftment because I know we're all stuck indoors and it's blooming miserable at the moment. And it's to give you, it's almost like chin up, love. And I don't know if it's Pete. No, Peter's a quiet, easygoing bloke. It's Mick. Was Mick quite nice man, actually? Because Mick wants to come in. And I wait there. Ooh, right, in a minute. Okay, but short, okay. Short, sharp, simple. They just want to bring forward their love. And I don't know if it's you have the leg problems, Mary, or the circulations. Oh, we passed 30 years ago. I'll try and get someone up to date, love. Huh, hang on a minute. Okay. Don't, Mary, stop it. But yes, if you're, it's like the circulation's not very good. I don't know if it's been playing up any even more recently with the health issues with you, Mary. I mean, it's not like life-threatening, but it's almost like it's an ongoing situation. It's more like wear and tear. And I know with the clinics and the hospitals and the doctors, it's been nigh impossible to get seen to, but it's almost like, hang on, love. It's almost like you're overdue for some sort of, I feel like a cat on a hot tin roof at a minute. Right. It's like you're overdue for, I don't know, it's like check-up or being looked at, but not that you're going to suddenly pass away, Mary. You're okay. There's probably a good few years left in you yet, love. But I've got the three of them, Frank, Mick, Pete. I know Pete was a family friend, but he must have been quite a good family friend. I know in them days when you had a family friend, you called them uncle or aunties. But he wants to come in and just to give you a bit of upliftment. That is basically it. That's all they want to do. And I don't know whether Rose connects with you. I've got a lady Rose, actually. Rosemary, Rosie. Oh, that is you. Okay, so that's I thought it because it's a weird thing. They kept making reference. Yeah, you've been used to it, if that makes sense. Not a nice thing, but it's something that's an ongoing situation that you learn to live with, and it's okay. But you must be overdue. I don't know if it's like a blood check or a checkup, not the vaccination. We're not talking about that. In fact, tonight, everybody, this is going to be a COVID-free situation. It ain't happening, so we can forget about it for the next hour and 10 minutes. Okay, right. But they all send their love, Mary, and that's your message in a nutshell. I like that. It's like, just chin up. You'll be all right, girl. You'll be all right. It's as long as it's short. That doesn't even make sense. Yes, it does. It's as long as it's short. So I leave that with you and say, God bless. Right, now I've got that out the way. Thank you, gentlemen. They're quite polite, your mob. Huh? They just pulled back, Mary, and thanked me, which is nice. Yeah, I know you're okay. We said you're okay. It's just a pain in the ass. Okay, right. I've got a lady connecting in now, and it's a completely different connection. It's not Rose. I know Rose was yours, Mary. I've got an Eileen, Eileen, that sort of name, and she's quite a lively lady. She's quite upbeat and very sort of da 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 da. Not too feisty, as in, oh, how can I put it? Bubbly is the word I'd like to use. Very bubbly lady, very upbeat, wants to connect in, and I'm sure it's Eileen. Eileen. How do you have a phone asthma check, Richard? That's all right. Yeah, how does that work? I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, Mary. God bless, darling, and do have a lovely Christmas. Right. Now, I've got this Eileen. I'm sure it's Eileen. She's telling me she's talking very, very upbeat, very fast. It's a boom, 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 boom. Okay, Vivian. Hi. I want past though, Vivian. So and was Mum quite an upbeat person? She can have her moments when she be quite feisty. Listen, I'm not sure where I want to be. It's a cancer condition I have with this lady, or she would have passed with a cancer condition. So that should cut it down to the Tracy, Vivian, or an other. Should we still say an other, Richard? Was that something I just made up? It isn't, is it? But then I am I don't do good grammar. I don't know if it's It's a cancer condition. It's definitely a cancer condition. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if it is with Vivian or Tracy. So if I can wait for a reply or even someone, it's definitely Eileen. Eileen, not. So I didn't think it was yours, Vivian. Okay, because I didn't think it didn't feel like a mother figure. It felt like I do actually want to go sideways with her. So yeah, that'd do. That's what I mean, like an aunt okay, right. Tracy, did you know your Auntie Eileen? Auntie Eileen. I'm sure there's a record with Eileen in the word. I know it is. I know what it is. Okay. Right. Okay. Do you know? Okay, love, I got it. And she's quite a bubbly, upbeat person, and she's also making reference that the cancer condition got aggressive quite quickly for her, and she's also highlighting. I don't know if there's a July birthday or a July anniversary in the family, but I don't know why my hands are doing that. It looks weird. I just copped a load of myself. Okay. Yes, I did. Of course, that's newer. Yeah, okay, right. And a bubbly person I want, Tracy, like quite upbeat, quite easygoing actually, quite I need this July connection. And I do feel like I'm with Tracy. Okay, sorry, Sally. I do feel like I'm with Tracy at the moment. Okay, because there's something about it's my birthday in July. Thank you. That'll do me. Right, now I've got the right sort of connection. You have to excuse me because I'm on my screen. All my emails that come through keep popping up, and I've sent a load out tonight because I've had to cancel all stuff for next week. Because as we know, this doesn't going to mention it, the COVID thing, but I've had to cancel it. Right, Tracy. Eileen wants to step forward. She's more than bubbly. It's a bit flirty actually, but bubbly's a better word for that, isn't it? Friendly lady, very upbeat, very nice, easygoing. And she sort of wants to connect in to say hello because Tracy, with you, she's bringing two into the family. So I don't know if there's children with you, Tracy, but she's talking about two or you're one of two. Would that make sense to you, my Tracy? My Tracy. And no one tell me the results are Strictly because I'm taping it. That's dancing, that is. Strictly Come Dancing. Okay. And while we're waiting for the reply, I'll just have a word from our sponsor, Richard. I know I have. I go all the time, really. We've got a lot of sponsors. Yes, you have to. Brilliant. Okay. I'm just make sure I've got the right connection because she wants to come. And she's a sort of very upbeat. I don't know if sensible's the right word, but she's quite a sensible lady. You got two when you're one or two. Brilliant. So the two twos make sense. Okay. And she's also bringing forward a baby. She's holding a baby. So hang on, mate. Right. She's holding a baby. So say that again, love. She's making reference to a pregnancy that never went full term, as though the baby's looked after on heaven's side of life. I'm not really sure if it connects with you, Tracy, or one of her children. So if you understand that, just say yes. Don't need the detail, but as long as you understand. Okay. That's weird. Right. Okay. I got it. She's also making reference to Tracy that one of hers. Okay, fine. As long as you understand that, yes? Because she's also making, I don't know if it's a message to one of her kids or no, it's to you. She wants to talk to you. And do you also know a gentleman? Because as I was talking to Eileen's here connecting with you, Tracy, I've got a gentleman connecting in, and he's making reference. I would have passed with, I do have heart issues with him. So I don't know if it's. Right, I've got it. Tracy, do you also connect with a gentleman who passed with a heart problem as well? Quite quickly, he's talking about passing quite like snap, woof. Not woof, it's not a dog. It would have passed quite quickly. Would that make sense, Tracy? Don't really know if he's yours or not. I've got a dad. He's a dad. Well, we're all dads, but he's a father. No, he's pulling back. No, that's not you, Tracy. Yours is Eileen. Right, this is another gentleman. Okay, right. Tony. I've got the name of Tony. Yeah, no, he just pulled back. He just made reference. He's Anthony Tony, and he passed with a heart issue quite quickly. So it's another connection I want. So all out there in what do we call it? Virtual world? What do we call it, Richard? Internet. Oh, you lot out there. Right. Listen up to Tony, it's definitely a heart problem. Right, now Eileen's yours, but she just wants to come and says hello. I don't know if there's been a few money issues at the moment. We're all struggled, but she's talking about some money being moved from one account to another, as there's been a substantial amount. I don't know if it's drawn out or and she keeps giving me like £300 to £400. £300 to £400 has been moved around recently. I hope that makes sense, Tracy. It doesn't have to. You don't have to give me the details of it. Just say, yes, it makes sense, because we don't want to know all about your finances. What was that? Her PIN number? Right, now I'm teasing. Okay. But Eileen just wants to come forward, just like, give you a bit of oomph. I know, Luke, love, because she is quite an upbeat person, and it must be you. Is she now? Right, Tracy, it must be you that's been feeling quite down and a bit lately, okay? Because she wants to give you her sort of, she's very upbeat. She wants to give you her sort of upbeatedness, if there is such a word. Is there such a word, Richard? Upbeatedness. Anyway, upbeateth. Anyway, I am, aren't I? Yes. Okay. Okay, got it. Put a spring in your step. That's a better way of putting it. As though, because I don't know if you've been sending out thoughts to spirit side of life, but as though a little bit of upliftment, a little bit of help, but they've heard you. And Eileen sort of come forward because she's that sort of bubbly person that wants to let you know. Life goes in cycles, everybody. That's interesting, Eileen. And this is for everybody out there. It does go in cycles, because you've got your ups, you've got your downs, and life was so boring if everything was great. Well, I don't know about that. But, you know, you need balance. And it's like she wants to give you a bit of upbeat and liftment, especially around this time of year. I mean, it's a weird time of year. I was about to say Easter. Wow. I meant Christmas. Okay. It is a weird time of year, because sometimes it's a fantastic high for some people, and other times it's a complete low for others. And for the majority of us, it's just a pain. Isn't it, Richard? Yeah, right. But it's like she wants to give you that upbeatedness, as though you sent thoughts out, and they are on that side of life, helping you, trying to help you and move you forward, Tracy. So I'll leave that with you. There's something about £300 to £400, okay? And I don't know if it's coming in or you've had to spend it. I know it's Christmas, you all spend money, but it's like, or something that's been moved around. But I'll leave all that with you, Tracy, because I've got to sort this bloke out now. Yeah, I thought I would do because he sort of jumped back in again. And my shoulder's gone. Okay, right. So I'll leave that with you, Tracy. Eileen says she's fine and she's all right. She's still upbeat, by the way. I quite like her. She can stay if she wishes. She can watch Strictly with me afterwards. No problem, Tracy. God bless. All yours. Thank you very much. Now, right, now, let's work this Sally worker. Sally worker. Did you work as a Sally worker? No. I don't know where I went there. Dad. I want dad. Right, dad. Was Sally? Was it father? Kerry, my dad told me he passed quickly and he had heart problems. Right, let me sort this out because I'm not quite sure where I want to connect with at the moment. Okay, right. Now, this gentleman, he would have been indoors when it happened. I'm at home. I'm not in a hospital, at work or out. I'm actually indoors when it happened. It's almost like I just collapsed, dropped down dead, if you like. And the thing with this gentleman, there was no history of heart problems. It just happened out of the blue. That's where I want to go. Does that make sense to Sally? No, I don't feel it's yours, Kerry, because it's like I've had no heart problems. It's just happened out of the blue. Right. Then Sally, did it happen just like wallop? Just like, boom, there are no real heart issues, as though it's quite a surprise. Oh, right, he's a bugger. Right, Sally, was your dad the funny bloke as well? He had quite a dry, sarcastic sense of humour because you just said to me it was a bloody surprise to me. And I hope that makes sense because his humour's a bit, how can I say, risque? And he's what I call a normal geezer. I haven't said geezer for years. He's a normal gentleman. He'd had a few heart attacks he didn't know he'd had. Bloody hell, he's a tough bugger, isn't he? That had to, but it's all happened quite quickly and I was at home, okay? And was he quite not a forceful man, but he spoke his mind. He's very sort of, I mean, I'm all right. Oh, I know what you got here now, mate, because he's got a young lad with him, okay? And it's like he's telling me your dad, Tony, grandson, right? You've got to have. So that'd be your boy. Have you got a son that's? Oh, did you now? Got it, mate. Right, you must have a boy that took his own life. Okay, right. Now, Tony, I got Anthony, Tony, father. That'd be granddad, because he's granddad to this gentleman, and this boy's talking about taking his own life, okay? And it connects in, and you must be mum, because he keeps wanting to say hello to mum, especially, oh, I know what you're doing, mate. Right, cheers, you two. Especially around this time of year, because it's like your son comes in. I don't know if there's 3 kids with you, and one's passed, but they give me a connection to 3 as well, okay? But I don't know if it's... I've got an M name. I can't hear it properly. I don't know if it's Matt, Mark, it's an M name as well. Does that make... Okay. Does that make sense, Sally? All right, mate. Okay, I'm going to get on with it anyway, because they both want to sort of come forward, and it's almost as if, like, I've got to make sure it's the right one here. I know it's the right one, but I've got to wait for it to respond, all right? Don't get cocky. Cocky. Right. Yeah, right, great. It makes sense. Okay, and because your son kept going, right, all right, mate. Right, I've got to try and leave the language out because they're both swearing a bit, more your son than your dad. I mean, he's not too outrageous or how can I put it, in your face, your boy, but he Matthew, that'd do. I couldn't quite get it, as though it's Matt, and you still got 3 there. Good, because you talk about the 3. Okay, because he wants to come in. He's with Grandad, by the way. They are together, and it is just literally like happy Christmas for you, because it's like, Sally, it is a shit. Oh, I nearly swore then. It is a rubbishy time of year for you at the moment because of everything that's gone on, and plus with these here, and you must be feeling quite lonely. According to your boy, he's picking you up by the short and curlies. Don't say that, son. Okay, he's picking you up by the short and curlies and making reference like you're in a mentally, if you like, Sally. You're not mental. You're in a sort of emotionally, if you like, downward spiral, especially with the year we've had, like as most people, with Christmas coming up. But your boy wants to cheer you up, okay? No, Gene, it's the other one. Sorry, it's Sally. Yeah. That makes perfect sense to me, Sally. Why this time of year would be so. I can't repeat the word they're telling me. I can understand why they've stepped forward with you. Okay, now, okay, and it is. I know there's a lot of others that connect with you that have passed because I do feel like there's a throng. Is that a word? Throng. There's a throng of people with them, but these are the two main connection. No, the two main. All right, mate. I've got to stick with your bloody boy now. Your dad's all right. He's in the background. He just pushed Matthew forward. Okay, right. As though, yeah, because they want to pick you up, and there is healing around you, and you should know better than that, Mum. This is how Matt's talking. You should know better than this, Mum, because you know all about healing, spirit, and that we're okay on heaven's side. And it's like, and there has been some very dark times over the years, Sally, where you've. I don't like saying that. We've had some dark thoughts, but you're needed here because you got the three here. Is there a new baby in the family as well? Because they keep talking about pregnancy coming up. Not you, Sally. Don't worry. Don't be cocky. He's so cocky. He's so funny, actually. He's a very quick sense of humour fella. Yeah, I know there's a lot of them here, love. Okay. But has there been talk of a new baby or pregnancy? I mean, I don't know. I know you got the three. You must have grandkids. But you ain't got you can't have a great grandchild. You ain't that old. All right. Okay, I've got another one here and all. Right. Okay. Your boy, your dad. I'm just going to stick with these two main communities because there is a lot here, and I could be stuck here all night long. But I can't do that, mate. I can't do that. But your boy, really who? It wasn't an offer, love. I don't know. Matthew was talking about it. Okay. I'll wait and see. He keeps highlighting January. So something's going on in January. I don't know if it's a January. It won't be a January birth. Your eldest grandson is nearly 18. Oh, good luck, love. I'm teasing. It might be, really, mate. Your Matt might be having a bit of a Mickey take here because he's a very sort of what I call deadpan poker face, and will sort of joke and tease about things. And because of his demeanour and the way he brought it across, you'd believe him, and it'll be BS. It'll be absolute rubbish. He's talking. You bugger. Right. So don't worry, and don't keep your grandson in over Christmas. He's got to stay in over Christmas, isn't he? Stupid thing to say, wasn't it, Richard? Yeah, it was Ivan. Well done. Thank you. But your boy, your dad, they're the two sort of main, as though they're the most, I know that obviously mum's there and everyone, but they're the sort of two main ones that wanted to come in and send their love to you. Now, that's for you, Sally. God bless. Mum, chin up. Okay, that's your boy. He's all right. And I know he's around you. And I don't know if it's like the 6 pillows you got on your bed. No, that's not you. Forget the 6 pillows. Right. So they all send their love. They're fine. Yes, could do a straight face whilst joking. I thought he could because he's doing it now. All right. So I leave their love with you, Sally, because I've got to move on because I've got another, I could say gaggle of geese, people trying to come in. Right. No, it's definitely for Sally. Yeah, I'll acknowledge that. But hang on, Genie. Right. Your dad was Tony as well, wasn't he? Right. Yeah. Now, has Mum passed as well? Because if I got the right connection again, this is weird. This is very weird. Right. Did your son hang himself? Yeah, I know. But I just want to make sure it's because it's not. It's a different connection I got coming in. Right, that's all right, Sally, because because right now, cause with the difference with this one, this is weird, isn't it? This is absolutely weird. I know January was your son's birthday, but you also connect with a lady that had different health issues before she passed. And it feels like a mother figure. So as mum passed, Genie. That explains that. That explains that. Right. Okay. Because that explains why I was feeling this with him. Okay. Right. But was there a late mum pass as well? Because I know you mentioned dad, and we got the Tony as well, and his heart again. But I've got a lady coming in as well, and she's quite a feisty lady. I know it's overdose love. I didn't want to go into the details of it, but you know, as you brought that up, we do that. Okay. And also, he's making, I mean, there was the addiction with him. No one could tell him, but he just went on and did it. Does that make sense, Genie? But as mum passed, I've got to get this lady out of the way because I've got a feisty lady who's come in, who's sort of taken over everything here. And she's also highlighting a ring. So you must have a ring, Genie, if it is the right connection with you, because I don't want to make it fit, of your boy in the background. And your boy was a lot quieter than the other boy. He's sort of, I know there was a drug addiction, but he sort of just got on with things, and it's weirdly, it's like you wouldn't know it to look at him because he's quite sort of comes. Slow down, right? He comes across quite amiable, actually. Then there's a ring. There must be a lady's ring you've got, and it's a stone ring as well. I dream of you, Genie. Oh, hey, that was a joke. I dream of Genie, Richard. Yeah, no. You know, the music went. Hey, okay, right. No, not husband for me. Who had cancer, Genie? I've got someone making reference to a cancer condition. It's not a wedding ring. It's got. Right. If it all makes sense, because with. Sorry, say that again, Richard. All right. Well, if it's all of it, it's all of it. Right. Genie. Gina. Is it Genie? Gina? Miss Rose. Miss Ross? There's a few here. Okay. They're all come forward as one big mass. Yeah, that's what I thought. Very responsible. You wouldn't have even known it. What do you mean, no? That's what I said. You wouldn't. I don't mind mother-in-law, okay? Because it's like I knew it was his grandmother, okay? Because there is a lot of family here, and it's en masse. I know it's sort of overlapped with the last message, but they are completely different people. And also, is there your Genie? Is there actually a? I don't know if it's Betty or Lizzie or Elizabeth connects with you as well. Oh, I don't know if there's a separate bloody link now. Oh, Betty, I got a Betty. I'm not going to do that joke. I'm really not. That's so 70s, Richard. No, I can't. I really can't. There is a lot. Right, Jeannie, with you, I don't think Betty's yours, actually. I might want to go somewhere else with this Betty or Elizabeth who's just stepped in. Okay. And the cat's done a whoop. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, I've got it. There is a whole mound here. Right. First of all, okay, just come forward one at a time, please. Okay. Again, very similar message to Sally. Stepmom's fine. I get that. Right. I wonder why I didn't want to say mum, you see, but nice enough lady. But they're stepping forward. It's very much similar to Sally, especially this time of year and everything going on, because they want to give you a bit of upliftment. And they're very strong. Oh, I got that. That's making you quite heady, actually. Some very wow, strong healing things coming forward, and it's almost as if like, because sometimes, Jeannie, you feel like you're losing the plot completely, as though you're going barking mad. You're actually not going mad, but it's like, because there's a very sensitive side of you which sort of tends to get the better of you, which isn't a bad thing. But it's like sometimes you get carried away, or no, hang on, no, that's the wrong word. Say that again. Or you feel like it's overwhelming you. And because some days you wake up and think, here we go again. It is very much Groundhog Day. Is life worth living? Yes, it is, everybody. Okay, because all you got to remember is, that's interesting, I'll tell her that, right? There's always someone worse off than yourself, always. And that old adage, but for the grace of God go but I. But they want to come forward. I know your son relapsed. I know exactly what, I'm going to stick with him for the minute. Because it's like, I know he relapsed, because looking at him, you wouldn't have said he was an addict or anything. 'Cause he was quite amiable, quite sort of very, a nice, easygoing bloke, actually. I quite like him. And there's no sorry from him, because he's fine. Because he's, say that again, mate. He's already given you his apologies from heaven's side of life. But he wants to say, no, he's given you a bit of upliftment, mum. Okay, because he wants to say, oh, he is around, he's fine, you know they're okay. And I don't know if it's, yeah, dwell on things. That's where we all do, love. But it's like, don't, because there is that old thing. I'm not going to go into, it's not a philosophy. Well, I might be out going into a bit of philosophy. Who knows? But it is like, because when you dwell on things, there's that serenity prayer. And I can't remember it offhand because I've got too many people trying to talk to me at the same time. But that serenity prayer, when it's like, have the wisdom to understand things you can change and things you can't change, and know the difference, and accept, and etc., etc. Google that one. I know it's called the serenity prayer, and that's what it sort of give me to give to you, Genie. Okay, so I live all their love with you. There's a whole host of them. So I live their love with you and say, God bless, thank you very much. Oh, I don't do that. All right, mate. Your boy's just gonna love you, mum. Oh, I'll tell her. And oh, bless him. He's in good company over here. So I'll leave that with you, Genie, and say, God bless, thank you. Now, completely different tact going on here. I have a lady coming in, and she's sort of getting annoyed with me because she wants to come in. I don't know why I've got itchy teeth. That's a really weird thing. How'd you get itchy teeth, Richard? No, neither have I. And yeah, it's the teeth. Um, Right, this lady's connecting in. Oh, I know where I'm going. Right, there was a lot of different health issues with her before she passed, and I've got a dementia condition, or she would have had a dementia condition before she passed. I'm not sure if she's the Elizabeth. Oh, is that you, love? Or Betty or Lizzie? But I've got that connection as well. Okay, right, so it's making me rock bored. Hogan? Oh, you got a brother called Hulk? She's a grandmother. It's a nan. It's a nan. Right. I'm not sure if it's you yet, Hogan, but you know, I just said it's a nan before that come up, wasn't it, Richard? Hi, Hogan. Is Hogan the real name? What's the real name? It's not Hogan, is it? Or Hoagie? Okay. Hogan. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it. Let me sort this out. Okay. I'm not sure I want to be with. Does Joyce connect anywhere as well, or Joy? Because I've got to have that Joyce connection with the. I feel like I want to go back to Terry. It's Michael. Cheers, Hogan. Thanks, Michael. Okay. Terry, it's Betty pass, folks. I do need pass with Betty as well. And I know why my teeth are itching, because this lady's teeth don't fit properly, as though they would have been false teeth, because they're not her teeth. And I don't know if there's a funny story, because years ago they would have taken the teeth out and put them in glass, wouldn't they, Richard? I don't know what it was called. Right, listen up, the two of you. I'm not quite sure where I want to go. I mean, I might have. No, I don't think it is, Michael. Thank you though for answering that. Okay, but with I might have a Joyce and a Betty, so I'm going to go with the both. Okay. That'll do. Right, because it's the teeth thing that was the. There wasn't a story, do you know, where she put her teeth in the wrong. Because you used to put them in a glass years ago. not a pot. It's a glass. And what was that thing they used to put? Sterident, wasn't it? They used to put Sterident in it, but someone's put the wrong thing or the wrong thing, like Alka-Seltzer in there or something, and it's made it all fizz up. I'm serious. This is what this lady is telling me. Okay, so if it's your Betty Terry or it's your Joyce, um, Tracy, I don't mind, because I've got the ladies having quite a laugh about it, and it's quite a funny story within the family. And I also got to connect with a gentleman, if it's with one of you two, who passed with a cancer condition. Right. I'm not. Did he have cancer, Terry? Because I've got a gentleman with a cancer condition. Okay, or that might be with who's the other one answering that one? Richard, Sophie, Tracy. Beg your pardon, Tracy. So listen up, the two of you, because it's like, and I've also got to make reference to a very important March birthday, a very important birthday in the month of March. So that should narrow it down a bit. And can take right, Tracy. I might have two separate links again here, actually. Aha, that makes sense. Right, is there a March birthday or anniversary that's quite important, Terry? I'll wait for you to answer. And in the meantime, sorry? Terry's birthday. Oh, do you? Hello, Terry. You do the admin, apparently. Right, in the meantime, here's a little commercial break. Pearl and Dean. That's Pearl and Dean, wasn't it? Right, don't worry about the March. Not passing in March. She's hard work, isn't she? Richard. Right, listen up, the two of you. Let me separate these two, okay? Because I might have the two separate links. Right, now, back to... I'll come to you in a minute, Tracy. Terry first. Terry. Right, Terry. Right, the March is a passing. That's what we call anniversary, okay? So that will do. With the gentleman who... I got it, mate. With a gentleman who passed with a cancer condition... He's making reference, it all must have passed quite quickly, and he keeps taking his watch off and putting his watch on my table here, which is quite nice. I won't keep the watch, but someone must have Dad's watch, Terry. Would that make sense to you so far? Why am I singing Blue Moon? Who was that? Who sang that? Was that Oh no, ain't that one. Right, Terry, with the father with the cancer. Okay, it keeps making reference to his watch. So someone still have his watch on the Earth plane, and I know you connect with Elizabeth as well, etc. Yes, you took that one, didn't she, Richard? Marcel's. Okay, you looked that up. Did you Google that, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. I think Fat Stonomo did it. No, that's Blueberry Hill. I've got a reference to Blue Moon, Blueberry Hill. Right, Terry. Does that? My husband was my dad's. My husband. That'll do. That'll do. Right. Okay. Let me stick. I'll come back to you in a minute, Trace. My name's fave song is Blue Moon. Well done. It wasn't also. I wonder why I was singing that. What a weird thing. It's not that weird, is it? We're talking to dead for a living. That's not that weird. Okay, I'm on a roll now, Richard. We're okay. Now, Terry, listen up. Okay, is there also? I don't know if it's Blueberry Hill as well, but I've got a blue theme going on here, and we won't go down the movie route. But never mind. But I do feel like Dad wants to come forward anyway. Dad's all right, and he's obviously not an old man to have passed because the cancer must have got aggressive quite quickly. He wants to say hello, and he's a bit lively, your dad, as though he's a bit of a geezer. I don't really know if there is London connections, but I do want to come up towards London way. I might be going back to Grandad's time, if you like, but I'm sort of around my area, if you want. Right, Battersea, sort of. It could even no, I'm Peckham, around Peckham, Stockwell, around that sort of way. Now, I hope you know that, Terry, because I think that's Grandad. And was it Grandad with the false teeth? Because there must be a story about putting them in a pot and putting putting Andrews in it instead of Sterident, which made them bubble and fizz up. I've got a headache now. I know why I got a headache. Wait. Okay. Would that all make sense to you, Terry? If it all just makes sense, you don't have to answer it individually, just if it all makes sense, just say yes. In fact, you can say, yes, Ivan, it makes perfect sense. You are a wonderful man. Just say yes. Yes, Live Eats, Farvels from London. Yes, brilliant. Thank you. You forgot the wonderful Stockwell. Yes, great. Okay, don't worry about the wonderful man. You can add that in later. I always say that every time, Richard. No one ever does it. Well, never mind. It's a thankless job, this. Right. I've got it. Brilliant, Terry, because they all want to come forward and say hello. Not anything really big going on in your life at the minute, as though it's all going quite nice. It's all right. I know we got the ups and downs. Hang on a minute. All makes sense. Okay, yeah, and it's going quite well. They just want to say hello, but especially your dad. I like your old man. He's all right, your father. He's my cup of tea, right? But he does. And John, where does John connect if he's with you as well? Oh, thank you very much, Terry. Don't tell your husband. I've gone all embarrassed there now. You've made me blush. Okay, right. No, I've got another connection coming in. Right, so it's basically just a hello from your mob here, Terry. So keep up the good work. And they all send their love. They're fine. Right. Okay. Oh, this should be quite. Oh, this is going to be wide open, this one. Jesus. I don't mean I've got Jesus, everybody. Well, couldn't prove it, could you? Right. Sorry, I'm just having a conversation with Richard here. Okay, Tracy. Right. All right, love. Right, your nan, Trace. Okay, I know there was a false teeth. Hiya, Trace. Okay, is there a John that connects with you as well? That's passed. It's John. Is that me like a John? I don't mind accepting Joe, but I've got that sort of John. You know what you forgot to do, Richard? Tell me to turn the radiator down. Bit late now, mate. I'm roasted. Because I'm wearing shorts. I'm not really, but I've got trousers, jeans on. Okay. Yes, great. I don't mean great John's passed, okay? But it's like, I do have, and do you have your nan that passed? Okay, slow down. Hang on a minute. John and, was Joyce your connection as well, Tracy? That's weird, I got John and Joyce. Was Joyce her connection as well, Richard? I know there's a Betty, Elizabeth. Yeah, so it's John and Joyce. Yes, thanks. John and Joyce. Yeah, good day. Right, I'm going to, yeah, because it's very similar with the grandmother figure with the teeth and everything. That makes sense. Apart from Terry's teeth was granddad's, and the funny story is to do with Terry's granddad's teeth. Okay, that's not your funny story, but your grandmother's here as well, Joyce, and she says hello, and her teeth never fitted properly, as though they keep sort of wanting to slip out or come out. I don't know if you remember that, but John wants to be acknowledged, say hello, and basically, it's short, sharp message. I don't know if there's Really? Okay, I'll tell her. Right, your bedroom. We're in your bedroom. They keep going in your bedroom, Tracy. As I'm going towards the left-hand side, I'm actually going right. As I'm going to the right-hand side in the bedroom, there's a pile of clothes or washing that needs doing, or it's a bit untidy at the moment. Would that make sense? And for some, it's your grandmother, by the way, who's doing all the talking, because she's quite a feisty little thing, and she really wants to get in, because it's like, you must, Tracy, be sensing spirit around you at home, especially over this period, especially the past 2 to 3 weeks period, possibly beginning of November, as though you've been sensing spirit quite strongly and been wondering, oh, what's all this about? Because your grandmother's quite strongly and wants to come forward and let you know it's been them. That been sort of, I don't know if it's disturbing your sleep or sort of giving you a little bit of a prod and that. No, kept falling out. Lol. Yeah, that's what I meant. The teeth kept falling out. Yeah, great. So they're not itchy anymore. They're just not there. Oh gosh, bedroom. I really was going to say, not right now, love, I'm working. Hang on a minute. Right. Yes. Okay. Sorry, Trace. Your Joyce, your nan, she's a very feisty lady, but I'll tell you what she's got. She's got a very cheeky sense of humour. She's very, very cheeky. Very, very sort of carry on type humour. Do you know what I mean? Very nice, okay? Because they just sleep back and I've got to talk. Yeah, good. Because she wants to come in and it's like they do. Slow down, love. You do worry too much, Tracy. And she's giving you a bit of like, because what can't be done today, it can just be done tomorrow. What a weird thing to say, but that's what she's making reference to, Tracy. As though, no, it's okay. It's. Oh, I like your Nan. She's really feisty, funny lady. She's doing my head in, to be quite honest with you, love. Okay, because she talks 10 to the dozen. She can't take a breath. Okay, yeah, because and her humour's quite rude actually, as in cheeky rude. Okay, but she wants to sort of put a smile on your face as well. And I don't know if it's two. Do you have the two kids, Trace? In a minute, mate. Always said that, yeah. Okay, right. Now, Tracy, I don't know if who's that then, love? Right, Shanann, two boys, right, brilliant. Are they Chelsea boys? I do hope so, Tracy. Anyway, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, because you're not under caution. Okay, but she's funny. Yeah, I do like this lady, this Nan of yours, right? Because she keeps making reference to like, I don't know whether, really, I don't know if there's something talking about moving or I keep moving furniture around. So have you been talking about decorating in the new year or getting stuff done indoors, like maybe not necessarily a major overhaul, but sort of not even a touching up here and there, some quite slightly different, how do you put it? Oh, I don't know the word, that love, say that again. A slightly okay, right, a sort of new look indoors. Chelsea, well done. Right, that was just a punt, love. I just, but all right, love, I got it. Because your grandmother's making reference. So you've been thinking about not refurbishing. What's the look? What's the word where you rearrange everything and there's a new look indoors? But I'm going at the new year. Oh, well, we've only got 2 weeks left of this one, love. But it's about New Year's. Some things are going to be changing indoors. So freshen up. That's it. A freshening up of your heart. That's very gay, that wasn't it, Richard? Well, I did that. Freshening up. I've got hands like the Kenny Everett thing. For the younger viewers out there, Kenny Everett was a famous comedian DJ back in the 70s and early 80s. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Right. Anyway, you know that brotherly love. See? Try to have a conversation with Richard. Sorry, Joyce. Right, Joyce said, get on with it. I do like her. She tugged me on the arm and went, come on, boy, get on with it. Called me boy, by the way. But it's like with, yes, get on with the decorating after Christmas. Nanny's around you. Try and get a good night's sleep because a lot of the worrying you do is about stuff that either isn't happening, isn't going to happen. And it's like, I've got it, love, I tell her. As your Nan's saying, you sort of wind yourself up in knots and you don't need to. It's unnecessary. But she's got a dirty laugh as well. It's filthy, this laugh. It's like a witch's dirty giggle, okay? But she does, not a cackle, giggle, okay? I really don't want to have an answer to that one, or she would either know. But anyway, your Nan sends her love. She's fine. Yeah, overthink it. That's what she meant. Don't overthink stuff. There's no point in overthinking stuff. And I have a famous quote for everybody from the Joker. We all take life. Why do we take life so seriously? It's not as if we're going to get out alive. It's quite good, that one, isn't it, Rich? Ain't bad, is it? Okay. But Joyce sends her love to fine. And John, by the way, poor John couldn't get a word in. It was Joyce doing all the talking. So I leave their love with you, Tracy, and say, God bless, good luck, happy Christmas, Merry Hanukkah. Is it Hanukkah? Hanukkah. And happy Easter, everybody. Right. Okay. I've got a gentleman connecting in. The mood's... Oh, all right. I've got it. Mood's completely changed here. I've got this gentleman coming in. Right. I've got a head injury. Okay. I don't know if it's a car, but I've had head injury that's took me over. Okay. Not an old fella. He's quite a young lad. I don't know if I'm like late 20s, early 30s, that sort of age. And there's two names I keep coming up with. This right on the head. Okay. Now, Oh, I don't know if I'm late 20s, early 30s, that sort of age, and it's like the head trauma, if you like, would have taken me over, and yeah, it's this is an awkward connection actually because my mood's completely changed, and it's I don't know if I want. I keep getting two names, right? Two names I keep getting. I keep getting. It's. I can't get that. I don't know if it's a D name. I don't know if it's like Dave, Dan, Derek, Dad, Darren, Donny. It's a D name, and there's also something connected with a Richard as well. Richard or Rick. I don't want to change Richard to Dick as they did in the old days, but there's a rude joke there, everybody. But I'm not going to try that. But it's like Richard or Rick. It would have been Richard or Ricky, Richard, Ricky. Does that make sense to anyone out there at the minute? Right. Hmm. Ah, okay. Let, yeah. Let's sort this out. Okay. I, no, it's not a grandfather. It's Emma. Sorry. Thank you for answering though. The Richard. Oh, no, 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 no. I need to go back. Where was the No, I don't think the one after that it was. I felt because it sort of jumped out. Oh, Mal. Get Mal. Right. Did Dave have the head injury? Right. Because it's like, but you don't have the Richard, do you, or Rick? I want to change. It's definitely Ricky or Rich, because it might be two separate connections I've got coming in again. Is that both of them, Natalie? Mel, was Dave a partner? Because I want partner here. Yeah. That could be to Richard the no. Yeah, when you say no or yes, could just put no to what the no was or to yes to what the yes was to, because you're seconds behind me and you're doing my head in. Okay, mate. Right. Mel, was Dave, that was a head trauma, wasn't it? Yes? Right. And was he your partner or close connection? Oh, Richard's a partner. No, not Tina. Sorry, Tina. Thank you for answering. It's not Tina. No, Richard, David, yes. Right, David. That's right. I might have two separate connections. Right. This Richard actually shot himself. So that should be easy for people to sort of connect with that. But your head was your partner, Mel, and that was David, wasn't it? Yes? Okay, right. Because he's all right, wants to say hello, and it's like I hate doing Dems at Christmas because a lot of the messages sort of run into very similar because it's like an upbeat thing to give you love and affection and healing for Christmas, okay? Because with you, Mel, you do get that feeling, spirits around you quite a bit. You're not going mad or mental, and David's more than okay. And did he pass quite quickly with it? Because he's saying he went wallop, if that makes sense to you. Yes. Great. Okay. Basically, and I don't know, did he have big feet? Because I keep getting size 11s here. Was he a big bloke? I don't mean, big as in, but was he a I look quite hunky there, didn't I, Rich? Was he a big bloke? Yes, good. And was he big? I don't know if he's size 11 or 12s, but I've got big bloody feet here, like big boaters. Very quick. I'll slow down. I've got very big feet. I'm laughing at my own jokes. I've got to get out more. Wow. Okay. I think the golf's still allowed. I hope it is. Anyways, I'm only playing two size 8s. No, then the Richard must be the big-footed man because I've got the two coming in here quite close. I know they didn't know each other, but they're very similar in characters. Okay. Do you still have a pair of his shoes at home or a trainer? No, shoes. What about shoes at home, Mel, that you still got of his? And it just want to come in. And I know it was like, was the head trauma here? Because he keeps doing this motion as though it's sort of. Sorry? No, it's not a salute. No, it's sort of coming down or here. It's like bam here. But anyway, now he sends his luck. He's fine. He's a nice fella actually. He's all right. And I don't know if it's you that's sort of snoring because he's moaning about your snoring as though you do sort of, and is she? And when you laugh and get carried away, trainers that'll do. When you laugh and get carried away, they must be the nearly new trainers that were hardly worn. She says they were hardly worn. And he's also making reference to when you laugh, Mel. He says you laugh. I can't say that. You know when you laugh and you do that piggy sound, you snort. He says you do that. So I'm leaving that with you. Not that there's been a lot to laugh about recently because of what's gone on in the world. And the thing with this Dave, I like him actually because he's making reference to like, you wouldn't have kept this fella in, he wouldn't have listened to any of it. Not that he's a conspiracy theorist, but he wouldn't have believed any of it. He thought, no, it's all, I can't say that word, mate. It's all load of rubbish because he's quite astute. And if it was going on like what's been going on in the world, yes, what's been going on in the world, he'd look into it and think, no, and you know, because I know now with the advent of oh God, media now, and you get hold of everything and everything's sociable and you get hold of the lot. It's almost like, you know, you get all these different theories coming up. He would have been into that sort of thing. But anyway, Dave, tell him, oh, I like it, soppy sod. He went, tell her I love her. And he's cheeky, very cheeky, right? But he does send his love. Defo he would. Oh, that's to the media and that, and that this is, yeah, I got it. I know what you're saying, yes or no to, Mel. I know, Richard, don't worry about it. We're fine, we're cool. Okay, cool as Fonzie. Right, what's Fonzie? Fonzie's cool. I don't know, why am I happy days? Mel, why is he talking about happy days? Every time I say something, I have Richard singing in my ear. It's very off-putting. Cheers, mate. Monday, Tuesday. Anyway. Happy. Wednesday, Thursday. Happy. Friday. I don't know the rest. Does Happy Days mean anything to you, Mel? You know, the programme with old, what's his name? Henry Winkler. The Fonz, yeah. Hey. Because we used to have them. What? Used to have what? Happy Days. Oh, of course. That was so simple. I confused that, and it was quite a simple thing to bring across. I do like your Dave. He likes to wind people up, but he does send his love. He's fine. No, I do have a Fonzie reference, and I don't think that's for you. Oh, we all used to watch it, love. Okay, but anyway, he sends his love. He's fine. That's for you, Mel. Good luck. Happy Christmas, and happy days, daughter. Yeah, cheers, love. Last message you're getting. Right. Yeah, I'm joking. So I'll leave his love. I don't know if this Richard is. Does anyone here connect with a Richard who's passed? And I feel like I'm sorry I've shot myself. Does that make sense to anyone out there? I mean, it should really. You can't really split that, can you, Richard? Well, while people are chewing the fat over that, I'm just going to say, if anyone's, because I'd still be available for readings, even with the lockdown over Skype or FaceTime, but just email me. I think the figures are on the screen. No, the link's on the screen, Ivan Lee Medium. And I'm still available for Skype readings or FaceTime. But if it's FaceTime, it must be an iPhone because me what's it, SAP don't work. properly indoors. But Stacy, did he take his own life? Because this gentleman took his own life, or someone took his life for him. It's almost like my life was taken. Yeah, he heard you, love. He loves you too, darling. Right. Okay. No, it don't feel right with you. Sorry, Stacey, thank you for answering, but it doesn't feel right with you. It's almost like he's turned away as though no. I'll tell you what's interesting. I've got a Barry as well. Does a Barry connect with anyone? Barry, definitely Barry. Oh, Bazar, Barry, Bazar. Does that make sense to anyone out there? I hope they're all for you. Any takers, Richard?
Not yet.
Oh, let's get this sorted out. Okay, Stace, I'm not quite sure about this. No, hang on, Stace, listen up. Do you connect with a Barry as well, or there's a Barry? Barry uncle. Right, no, you don't have the Richard though, do you, Trace? Or Richard? This bloke won't leave me alone, you see. Donna, don't connect with. There's no Donnas out there, is there? Donna?
Nope.
Bury me, yes. Natalie Skur. Hi. I want Barry that's past, Natalie. Would that make sense? Oh, this bloke won't go away. While I'm there, Donna, I knew when I knew Richard. Donna, I knew when I knew Richard. Right, that might make. I might have two separate things going on here. Okay, right, Stacey. I know I dismissed you, but it's like, but you don't know how Richard passed, do you? But okay, right. But you knew Donna. You knew when you knew Richard. Yes, that was Richard like friend or a friend of a friend. Would that make sense, Stacey? I know it does because he's livened up a bit, and it's almost like he wants to get news to his. I know you said you mentioned his brother. I've got it, mate, because he wants to let his family know he's okay because his passing. I've got an impact. I don't know if I shot myself or something's happened. Because really, this Richard, he's no angel when he was on the earth, but he's all right. But he sends his love, wants to connect in to let people know he's okay. Now, friends, yes, brilliant. But that was with the Donna connection. I've got it now. Thank you. Thanks, mate. Right. Stays. Did you have, say that again. Right. Do you have a gentleman who connects, who had a lung condition as well? It's either like emphysema, COPD. Oh, and I've got a load of fluid on my lungs. Would that? I don't know if he's a grandfather figure, but I want to connect it there, Stacey. It could even be Dad, actually. His dad passed first of all. Got a father figure here. Would that make sense, Stacey? He was a terror, yeah, but he's fine. He says hello. Right, good. Oh, his vodka's strong, isn't it? Cool, Richard, bit of Grey Goose, nice.
Yeah.
Not my chest, mate. We wax. Okay, wax on, wax off. No, I'm joking, everybody. Yes, I can take that, Grandad. Right. Was that one with the lung condition, Stace? Your Grandad? Got to breathe very deep. Really have to struggle to get the breathing right with this gentleman as he connects in. Not a loud fella, but wants to sort of connect in so he connects with you, Stacey. It's actually water for everybody in case they thought I was drinking. Shush. I'm glad they can't hear you, can they? Good, you can't hear him. Right. Okay, mate. Right, with this grandfather figure, he just wants to connect in, says hello, he's all right. Right, first of all, Stacey, as he's making reference, he's connecting in, and he's making, I don't know if it's you, Stacey, I don't know if there's a Good. Right, because I do feel like a few. Okay, I've got it. Thank you. I've got a few family members building up here that connect with you. So there must be very strong healing connections with you, Stacey. I don't know if you work as a healer or you've been told you should do healing, or there's some sort of healing mojo that goes on with you, because I keep bringing this forward for you. Would that make sense to you, Stacey? Just put one yes, and that would be fine, because then I'll carry on. Because it's like, I'm not sure which way round it is, whether you do it or you should be doing it. And I see you've got a nice dog in the picture or in the window. How much is that doggy? In that window. Okay, right. Sorry. Because was there a cancer condition with someone that's passed as well, Stacey? Because I've got a cancer condition that comes across quite strongly, or a gentleman with a cancer condition quite strong. Okay. And it must be you, Stacey. Right, great. Well, if you get it, whatever, it's like, that's fine, because they're talking about soon. Okay, say that again. Right, I mean, it's up to you what you do, but the sort of opinion from your loved ones coming forward is like, for the new year, because you can't do anything now, we've got a couple of weeks left in it, everything's shut. So it's like, you sort of need to look into, because you do, okay, I'll tell her, because you have been told there is a strong healing connection. My battery's going to go. Hang on. You've got this very strong healing connection. Excuse me while I plug myself in. Healing, right, that'll do. That makes sense to me. As though you should, only if you want to, but they're really sort of urging you to start looking into this sort of cancer, shut up. This healing sort of vibe, as though you could do something with it. Because life has been very difficult this year for everybody. We're not going to pretend it's been a great year, because it ain't. And because it's like, no, you could do this, because it's like, because what two things the healing thing does, and this is for everybody out there, it's like, once you start to get into it and start to either train or develop whatever healing thing you got, whether it's animals, whether it's people, psychic counselor, yeah, anything like that, you find it's like a conduit. That's a big word, isn't it, Richard? It is for me, mate. I don't even know what it means. I don't know what conduit. Anyway, it's like you're conduit, and it's like you're not only helping the others with the healing, it sort of passes into you as well. So it would help you. And I don't know, as you know, you must have a back issue as well. It's like one side of my back. I don't know if it's a muscle, because it's like I want to sort of massage the bottom of my back, and so I need a bit of like manipulation there with the muscle and everything. I hope that makes sense. I wasn't offering coming around and doing it, but that's what they're sort of bringing up with you, Stacey. And it's like, yes, I know you think about doing it, looking into it. In a weird way, it's like, get on with it. Because it's like a lot of people do, okay. And I know it's been difficult this year with the way the year's been, okay, because it has been stop, start, and it's like ridiculous, okay? And we are all fed up with it. And it's like in a new year when things sort of do ease off, which hopefully they should. Apparently Easter's going to be the new Christmas, they say. What a load of rubbish that is, isn't it, Richard? Anyway. Okay, right. But, yeah, I know he was wordy, because I'm talking about wordy stuff. I don't even know what it means. Yeah. Lower lumbar muscle on my left. That's fine. Is that the lumbar? Do you know what, Richard? Because you're in my ear, I keep thinking you're standing next to me. It's not, it's a granddad. Okay, right. Now, okay, mate, right. I got it. But they send their love, and it's like, no more talk, Stace, get on with it and do it, okay? Because it's almost like, if you like the spirit side of work, even if it's psychic counselling, it all helps. They're trying to sort of drag you in to sort of be one of their workers, if you like, and because it is all like helping others in whatever capacity, and it's always, I mean, if everyone did that in the world, what a lovely world we would live in. What a wonderful world. That's another record, isn't it? Louis Armstrong. Wonderful world. What's wonderful world, Louis Armstrong? Wonderful life. What's the word called? What's the record called? I see trees in the... Yeah, is that Wonderful World? Yeah, Wonderful World. There must be some strong connection, Stacey, with Wonderful World. The musical number by Louis Armstrong, covered by many people over the years. And a word from our sponsor. Would that make sense to you? Yeah, great. Get on with it, love. It's fine. Okay, I'm going to tell her. You're on the right track, Stacey. So I leave all their love with you. Doesn't matter what level you are, love. I wouldn't worry about that, but just move forward with it, okay? Yes, that'll do. Right, but I've also got a double connection with this wonderful world. I'm sure Louis Armstrong loves you too. In fact, I have a man here with a trumpet. I am teasing. I am joking about that completely. He did have a trumpet, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah. Right. So there you are. I'll leave all that with you and say, God bless. Thank you very much. I've got no one here. That's weird, isn't it? Right. That's interesting. Right. Because thank you, everybody, for... I've come to the end of the clairvoyance, but I'm not going yet. Because last time I was on, I said to Richard, should we do a question and answers at the end? But we didn't have time because the communications went right up to the end. But the last one, Stacy, was just sort of pulled back, and that's it. And it's like, it's wonderful how they work, because my youngest played the trumpet. There you go. I knew it had something to do with the trumpet. Right. That's a pleasure, Stacy. So, while the 5-6 minutes we got left, is there anyone out there with some sensible questions that I could try and answer for you about the work we do? So well, you can ask me any questions, really. I don't mind. But in the meantime, I'll tell you what's on tomorrow. On tomorrow is a divine service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. I do believe the medium is Rose Anderson. Is that right? Yep, there's a good friend of mine. I like little Rose. So, yeah, Rose Anderson. So that'd be worth tuning into. You don't tune in, do you? Just turn on, didn't you? And also tomorrow, we also got Rich, the Sunday sofa with them 4 ladies. Tomorrow afternoon, 2:30. And is that it? Offering guidance and readings for all you wonderful people out there. And what a fabulous, fabulous, wonderful service they provide. I really didn't sound sincere then, did I? I was sincere. How do spirits actually communicate with you? Do you see them or just hear voices? Right, okay, good question, actually. When I do it, it slightly varies, because when I do it, say I'm on a one-to-one reading or doing it on this medium, this platform, I hear them, okay, because it's better for me to just focus on the hearing. When I'm doing a public demonstration, and I forget what they're like now. When you've got an audience in front of you or a congregation in front of you, I can see them as well, because sometimes you're working with a lot of different people, so it works better. But when I actually do it like this, it is just like hearing them. And the great thing about it is, I'll explain this, when you... I don't know if you remember the old-fashioned radios, because when you used to tune a radio in, you used to get stuck between channels, etc. It's the old dial. You used to dial it in, it went in push buttons then. And for some reason, they used to be coloured beige, didn't they, Richard, for some reason? Yeah, it's a bit like that, because it's like you get them coming forward. That's why sometimes you'll get a name, you will get a name, or you might just get the beginnings of a name, because it will sort of come through. It's like there's a lot of static as well. So yes, voices mainly. Thank you, Georgina. Sensible question. Sorry? I'm going to take the Fifth Amendment on that. Ms. Roger. Yes, they have actually. They have, and when I meditate some mornings, I do actually, whether it's a licking or a touching, it's always this side. It's like there. Okay, so yes is the answer to that. Pamela. Right, good question, Charlotta. No, I don't. Okay, simply because I'm making this up. Okay. Your granddad would not be sitting here with me if I was sitting down watching telly, because I don't know your granddad. Your granddad would only connect with me if I was talking to you, or sitting with the reading, for example, because he wouldn't. your relatives, basically loved ones, don't turn up at my house unless you're here or you're connecting with me, whether it be through this medium or through, when I say medium, I mean platform as in communication, or churches, halls, theatres, one-to-ones. My parents do come and visit me sometimes. Or was it if that came out wrong, Richard? I can't say it. All at the wrong time. I was going to say the posh word for wrong then. What was it? Okay. But, so no is the answer. Okay. I think that's about it, isn't it, Rich? Oh, do the spirits come to you all the time? I just answered that question, Mel. The only spirits I like to come to me, especially around this time of year, is no, I can't. I can't remember any readings, Sally, because as soon as they go blah, it's like no, gone. Don't remember a thing. It's like whenever I do one-to-ones. I mean, when I go down and I will sit down and watch me Strictly a minute, pour myself a large spirit, Kosovo, okay, and Covershake. I've got my teeth tangled up. And couple of minutes up the reading or the demonstration, or it's gone. I don't remember a bloody thing. It's quite. Anyway, no is the word. 2003. The year 2003. I didn't mean it. Yeah, the year 2003 just happened. Things started happening. I thought I was losing my mind, going mental. Then went to a spiritualist church, which was Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, joined a circle and developed it from there. So it was quite late in my life because I was only, I'm not going to tell you my age, not that. 2003 anyway, so it's like, how long goes that, Rich? 17 years, 18 years, 17, 18 years. Is it possible? Yes, I would say yes. I would say yes, because it's like we're all the same. We're all spirit, okay? We've all got our guides, if you like, or our helpers. Will all try and influence us in one way or another. I mean, it's almost like I always use the example. Sometimes when you go to do something, you think, I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't do that, but you still do it, and it all goes very pear-shaped for whatever reason, and you say to yourself, I knew I shouldn't have done that. It's like they was trying to, it's through gut instinct, if that's what, if you listen to your gut why are my words getting mixed up? If you listen to your gut instinct, it's usually, well, it's right, it never lets you down. And I do believe, because that's our psyche centers as well, and etc. But I don't want to go into it too deeply, because it's like they can influence you through your gut instinct, and it's like just try and follow it. Because if you listen to your head will always argue with you, because you argue with yourself, and you get yourself in knots and think, what this, that. But if you listen to your gut instinct, your feeling, that usually, because they can influence that or guide you through that a lot easier until you develop, that's if you've never done it before, develop, well then you can actually discern between your head voices, if you like, and actual spiritual guidance from them. That's it. I think that made sense. Yeah, that'll do. That makes sense. Done, Rich? Can you tell difference to a human and a spirit? Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, it'd be really weird if you couldn't. And I'll tell you why. Because when you see them, okay, it's like when they sort of appear, it's not quite as solid. You know the bit at the end of Ghost when Patrick Swayze sort of comes forward, there's a sort of outliney thingy. It's a bit like that. Or like Star Trek when they used to beam down, the old Star Trek, the original, the best one with Will Shatner, Captain Kirk. It's a bit like that, but yeah, great. But in saying that, years ago I used to drive around and think, oh, see people standing on a corner, and it was actually lampposts, but never mind. Enough about them days. Sorry about that. I did seriously. Anyway, but okay. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've had a nice evening, and I will say have a lovely Christmas and a great New Year. I don't know when I'm on next, but you've got the programmes on tomorrow. Please support Spiritual TV, because Richard does a brilliant job. And Thank you. God bless. Good night. Thank you.